Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney. And recently when I was working with a client preparing him for a hearing, he brought up a very interesting question. We were talking about how he should describe what he does during the course of a day. And my client said to me, he said, Jonathan, do the judges expect me just to sit around and lie in my recliner all day? Can I do anything at all? What's the right answer to that? And that's actually a very good question, because I think that many people, especially if you've been working, you're used to keeping your day pretty full. And what does the judge expect? Does he expect you to be sitting around all day just watching TV and nodding off because you're in so much pain? Is that what you have to say? And I think really the answer to that is no. I think that judges recognize that you're going to have good days and bad days, and there are going to be sometimes you're going to feel better than others, that you don't have to necessarily sit around all day moaning and groaning in pain. But I do think that when you describe the type of things you're doing during the course of a day, you want to be very, very specific. So I wrote down a few examples of what I'm talking about, and let me go through some of those. For example, if you cook a little bit, let's say you cook dinner for your family, you should say something to the effect of, yes, I can cook, but I have to sit down when I chop vegetables. I have to set a timer so that I don't leave something in the stove if I should fall asleep. In other words, explain what you do, but explain why you have to do it in a different way than you used to do or but most other people might do. Do you drive? Well, yes, I drive, but I really only go about 5 minutes away. I go to the grocery store, I go to the doctor, I go to the pharmacy. I can't really drive more than 10 minutes from my house, otherwise I become very uncomfortable, and if I am stuck in traffic or I have to go more than 10 minutes, I literally have to stop and get out and move around because my back is so painful. So again, you can describe what you do, but there are some limitations on what you do. I get on my computer and I surf the internet, but I only do that from a reclining position. I can't sit in a straight chair, office chair, because it's too painful for my back. I read, but I can only read for 20 minutes at a time, and then my headache, I get a terrible headache, or my back starts to act up, or my vision gets blurry. So I've gone to using more audio books, or I have to use big print books. So again, you can talk about what you do, but talk about, in addition to what you do, the limitations you might have, and realize you're used to those limitations. These are things that have become part of your life, but the judge doesn't know that. So really think about and practice with your attorney describing the limitations on those activities that you do. You don't want to exaggerate. And again, don't go into these hearings thinking, what does the judge want to hear from me? Tell them the truth. So again, if you're able to do certain things, describe what you do, but again, give time limits, give it activity limits, describe how it's different from the way you used to be able to do it. And also, as I mentioned, sometimes you're going to have good days and bad days, and be prepared and practice this. Describe what is a good day. Describe what is a bad day. How many good days, typically how many bad days, or how many bad hours, whatever it may be. But you want to be able to describe very clearly what a good day is like and what a bad day is like. And that way the judge has a better idea of what you're living through. Realize you're painting a picture, and the judge does not expect your picture to be monochromatic, where everything's exactly the same all the time. It's going to change a little bit. So the more clear you can be, the more specific you can be, the more realistic it's going to be, the more credible you'll be to the judge, and the better your outcome is going to be. So I hope this has been helpful in explaining how to describe what you do during the day and how not to just over-exaggerate, make it seem like you're just lying around moaning and groaning in pain. But you got to be realistic. So again, hope you find that useful. If you like this video and others in my series, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ask me any questions you've got. I'm happy to try to address any questions or issues you've got about Social Security disability in a future video. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot.